Okay, I'm just installing myself, being live, adjusting a few things, and waiting for some people to come. And if you're already there, I can't see everybody every time. Um, so just let's have a little few minutes to wait. Sometimes we notice that the image is black. First 1.5 minutes. That's curious because here I can see the background, I can see myself, and I don't have any notification that this is darkened. So let me see. I'm a little bit earlier than normally, but that's because I want to skip that 1.5 minutes. And the first person is around, so welcome. I can't see who you are at the moment, but that doesn't really matter. As normally, we're going to do a healing session on Friday, and yeah, see how that works. Um, I will try because I had some feedback that I was moving a bit too quick. That hi Carrie, welcome. Patricia, codes were they are strong. Sometimes it's a bit much for people, so I will try to not only talk a little bit slower, but also do it with a little bit less in coding. So nobody wrote me in Messenger with a question to work on today. The idea is that we work on healing ourselves. We don't have to ask anything for the galaxy, for universes, for this planet, for the whole world, all population, because everything starts in the inner world. I have to remember that I don't touch the table because otherwise you will see this. Sorry for that. um, of importance is this is not a normal single module healing. At my site, not here directly, but on the background is Patricia Taylor, and she's working together with me. And she's my partner, but she's also working in this healing session together with me, holding space and also clearing, um, yeah, stuck energies. Maybe that's the right word. So she's helping to get all the energies moving. So just filling the time a little bit so that more people can come in. That some people are a bit later, and what I want to do today is to set up a little, for me, standard healing. And to do that, I explain a little bit what standard for me is, where I normally work on, and where I'm going to work on when I do a healing session for a smaller group. So and sometimes I have to read on the side because people are typing, and that's really beautiful, but it's also distracting for me. Um, in my belief system, everything on this planet is happening for distraction and seduction, so that you are taken away from the inner world, and everything in your inner world is created and is creating this world around us. Um, all is there. Your higher self, the source, have created a lot of things you need to be on this planet, and you can experience emotions in this vehicle. You are not this vehicle. I'm not Robert van Koten. I'm not this human being. I'm a multidimensional being. So we all are, and yeah, that's the basis. And from there on, so all we need to do constantly is get into our inner world and forget, or not forget, every time something in the outer world is doing something with the energy of you, go back, put your hand on your heart, go back to your inner world, and just understand if it's something for you to work with, or is it some seduction, distraction, method, or program which is taking you away. So, having said that, in my world, we are all multidimensional beings. We all have a photon, a light particle in the heart, all of us, all beings, and that is directly from the source. So when we put our hand on the heart, we can connect directly with the photon of the source. Doing that, we can also align everything of this physical body to the photon of the source. And doing that, we can align all the fields and the dimensions around us, also to the photon of the source, then align it to the central zone, to the source. And then we are aligned, calibrated, connected with our higher self. So that's normally takes about 15 minutes in a healing session, and which what I normally do for everybody with whom I work on a one-on-one basis. I want to do that today as well. But before that, I first want to do some informational things. Patricia started with, she calls it meditation, but we are still discussing what's the best name for it, because it is much more than a meditation. It's working with the pineal gland. It's clearing the pineal gland, and Patricia is then working with your energy, clearing that, helping to release stuck energies, clearing that. And with that, there's very deep emotional core wound work done. She's doing that. She said a tryout, and she's convinced it's a nice way to work with. So, and she's doing that on the, let me see, that's the 7th of May. That's next week, Saturday at 5 o'clock Amsterdam time, 1700 Amsterdam time. That's the UK version. If you want to join in the Dutch version, which is also there, you can do both if you want. That's the 21st of May at 11 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock in the morning Amsterdam time. I've been talking about setting up a little group healing. So this is a large group healing, and I also want to set up a little group healing. So I made an event which is on the 10th of May. It's at 7 o'clock 1900 Amsterdam time. It's a group healing with a suggested donation of 33.33 euros the person, a maximum of 8 persons. And what I'm going to do today, I will do that in an extended version, and then we can find out whatever is needed. It's also, you can find this event on my timeline. I created it today. I also created on the 17th, 1 week later, same time, also at 1900 Amsterdam time, a light language activation setting. A little bit bigger, 20 persons maximum, all on Zoom. And I dare to say that I'm really powerful and can kick some light language ass in that, so that you move forward. Even if you do speak a little, or not only little, even if you do speak light language, I can activate more languages. And if whatever your gifts are, drawing, dancing, singing, writing, or combinations of that, I can give you a push forward, a strong one. Also, we work on the boundaries, the barriers, because our mind will stop us from doing completely what is normal, our language speaking. So that's on the 17th. So, having said all this, I want to say a little hello to everybody. Again, welcome that you are here. Really happy that people are here. I can see Carrie, I can see Kelly, Kanul, Tina. Hi, Tina. We've worked together already. Tina's also from Canada. Nico, welcome. Mariette, great that you are here. And I see that there's a Koert. I can't see. I can't see all the names because I'm just looking at StreamYard, and sometimes. But Patricia on the side will work with that. So what I'm first going to do before we start with our healing questions is work on this. This way of my working. So let's start with that. So close your eyes, put your hand on your heart. It helps to have your feet on the ground next to each other, not cross your legs, so that the energy can move in a circular way. And let's start with connecting the photon of the source with all organs in your physical body. And we do that in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities. And we connect all the cells in your physical body to the photon of the source in your heart. Connect all the dimensions and fields around you to the photon of the source. Connect you to the central sun. Connect you to the source. And today I feel that I'm going to connect you to the blue beings, like they are behind me on this beautiful painting of Arch Filter 77. So let this integrate a little bit. Okay. So this is like the light version, what I do normally in one-to-one healing. And but I see a little remark of Mariette, which is really gentle. But it's good that you bring that energy today, and you don't need to share that, and nobody has to pick attached to that energy. So what I want to do is to take away all this emotional sadness. So put your hand on your heart, and this is for all, and close your eyes again. So let's work on all these programs of sadness and deep sorrow which are not needed. So let's focus on that. So close your eyes. In all time, space, dimensions, and infinities, we are helping, clearing, cleansing all this emotional luggage and take away all the sadness which is not needed. That's the burden we like to take on our shoulders, which is not ours. So it's a matter of deciding what you want. It's all choice. Some people call it free choice, but it's always choice. You can choose if the energy belongs to you, if you want to carry it, or if it doesn't. And I'm just clearing now what doesn't. So for everybody who's listening now and in the future, these codes will clear you from all their emotional programs, not needed anymore. And as curious as I am, I would really love to have a reply on the first two steps I made. The first step was clearing the whole system, connecting everything to the heart photon of the source in the heart, your whole physical system, clearing, connecting the whole energetical system, cosmical systems, connecting you to the central sun and the source. From there on, we started with the not the question, but the remark of Mariette. She was feeling sad, and I'm really interested in how this is received by all of you. So please let me know. And Patricia is hinting to me that crying is okay. Mariette is telling that she's crying. Just let it go, because it's a decision-making aspect of, do you want it to carry it and not? Even if it's something which is really connected to you, just let it go. The whole idea of emotions, something we didn't learn, is that an emotion comes in your field. You decide, is it belonging to me or is it belonging to the sender, and it has nothing to do with me, so you can let that go. If it belongs to me, the whole trick of an emotion is that you completely get into it and let it go out of you. So it's just passing through you. That's the whole experience. We learn ourselves that we have to give it a place, put it somewhere where we don't feel it anymore. All these little things, but it's in my belief system not working like that. It's just the emotion is getting in you, getting through you, and put it into the earth. Mother Earth can transform it in beautiful medicine for others. Some of the energy is needed by others to have that experience, but it's not yours. So don't own that emotion. Just let it go. Okay. Patricia was hinting that it was, where is this one? Compassion for ourselves and softness. That's a beautiful one, because somehow, and I take a little sip of water, somehow we learned ourselves, and it was programmed for us, that we have to be firm and strong and hard for ourselves, and we have to, don't the opposite of softness. So let's work on that with codes, source codes for the softness and compassion for ourselves. So close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, connect to the heart again. In all time, space, dimensions, and infinities, we're going to give source codes for compassion. We're going to take away programs which are blocking this. So we're clearing the fields of everybody, of these programs. And all this empty space we're gonna fill up with source softness for ourselves. Beautiful, yeah. So I say hello to a few names I can see. That's Ursula, welcome. Ida, hi, great that you are here. Feel it and let it flow, so it's okay. I'm just way too open for other energies. Okay, that's a very interesting one as well. What we also do is that we are like sponges. We think that or maybe we're programmed that we have to do something with energies of others. And it's always, if you want to help somebody, you have to help yourself first. It's like in the airplane. If the airplane falls down in the water, first you have to do is to put it on the children and the mask and things like that. So it's always first to help yourself. If you put your mask on the children, maybe you faint and you can't do it with a second child. So first mask on yourself and then you put it on the children. And it's the same with energy work. First do the work for yourself. And then after that, if you are balanced, if you are calibrated, then you are, and you still want to do it, then you can help others. But it's not the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is to shield off your system for unwanted energies. As I just said, there's information coming from people who are spreading it all the way, and it's not necessarily yours, so you don't want it, so you protect yourself for that. So let's help a little bit in the gardening. No, that's the protection of your own energy area, your own sphere. Let's work on that. So close your eyes, hand on the heart, feet on the ground, and we all have our own sphere, our own bubble of energy. And what we're going to do is to ask the source in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities to help us, together with the blue beings, to help us to understand where the borders are and to thicken the layer a little bit, so that there's always a little resistance when energy tries to enter, and you can decide if you want to do it and let it enter or not. Suba swish you know I ost. Nina ash mirror yes. So let's have a little break. Let it integrate. Keep your eyes closed if it feels like that. And there's no rush. I'm telling myself. Let's have a little look. So, thank you, Carrie. Great to be that you are here, Tina. And let me see who's more. There's Kurt. Thank you for being here. Welcome. And of course, we got Mariette. And then we got my good friend and my heart connection, Nico. And let's see who's more here. There's Ursula as well. Welcome. And I can see that Ida is here also. Not now. Great to hear that, Ida. And just keep on selecting what energies you want to absorb or not. Angelique is here. Welcome. Kelly. And of course, there are many others which I can't see, so I'm sorry if I don't mention you all, but Tineke, welcome as well. It's the same middle name as we got. Yeah. Yeah. How is it, everybody? How are the codes coming into you today? Because I want to do it a little bit slower and to understand a little bit more if the codes are resonating with you as meant to be. So please write down a note. And also, if people have advice for others, we're all helping each other together. In the meantime, I try to read what is written. So let's have Patricia's helping me. So that's just be. We also got Jakub. Welcome. So, and I can see that people are already helping. So that's what we want. This is what we want to create. We want to create a tribe of people helping each other. So if you got an idea or a suggestion or felt something before and you can help somebody else with that, please do, because this is not a one-man show. It's helping to understand more. And we also got Albert in the house. Welcome as well. So for the people who don't know me and never work with me, my frequencies are laser guided into your systems. Even if you don't listen directly to me, but you can listen to a recording. And what I can do is I can manifest a question for healing into my mind. And this manifestation creates source codes, and these source codes are laser guided into the system wherever needed. If it's DNA, if it's in the cellular brain area, if it's in the physical part. So it's working, and it's been proven. And people, it's like Nico and Patricia, they can see energies and they can confirm for me where it's going, how it's going, and what it's doing. So the whole, and I see, hey, hello, Koen, welcome here. yeah, and not only light language in speaking, but also in drawing. I can see more and more pictures of you passing by, and it's beautiful, and it's getting more powerful as well. So I'm really proud to have you here as well. So let me see what's happening on the comments. Maybe it's my sadness you guys are feeling. I've got very heavy news about my daughter yesterday. Okay, but then it's an exercise for us, Angelique, and don't be feel sorry for it, because if this emotion, the news you got, is, you have the choice to let it go through you. Of course, some things have to be, how do you say that? It has to be worked on a little bit longer, so it's not also always instantly, but it's a process of letting things move as a vortex through your system and release it to the earth, release it to the trees, release it to the water, release it to the sun. There are many, many ways, and you will find your specifically reason, a way of releasing this energy, this emotional energy. And of course, some things are, we are programmed to attach to certain other beings around us, and this attachment makes it harder and it makes us more fixated to get stuck in an emotion. It's our job, the others, not Angelique, but it's our job not to absorb your emotion. If we are doing that, it's showing us that we have something to do. So don't be sorry for that. I hope this will turn around quickly. And if you need support in anything, you can always ask Patricia or me. Let me see. I feel that we should bring some codes to lighting for our human tribe. Let us stand in frequency at a deeper level. I totally agree, Nico, but I also understand that people have to make those choices for themselves. What we can do is to open all our hearts wider for our tribe remembrance, the feelings. So let's do that. Let's work on the tribe. So close your eyes, and this is a code. These are codes for, in all time space dimensions, to remember your tribe, to refine your tribe, to reopen your heart for your tribe, and so that we can empower each and every one of us in our tribes, but also the other tribes, because we are all one. Sure, toto omakchik os orum ash you go so let us see the bright light in each of our tribe members, hidden or seen. Let us feel the energy of our tribe members around us. What needs to be done is that we stand up for ourselves, be authentic. So open up your throat chakra. And of course, in the meantime, because I can't work with everything I see at that moment, but the theme of today is sadness, is heavier energies, and Patricia is helping to enlighten that energy, those energies, and I can see that she's also, and this is a spoken light language, so the codes are in there. The deeper sadness we feel inside touch some things deeper than the now. It opens so we can come in peace with this. So being here, sharing these similar feelings, emotions, and energies is helping to put light on this. And that's, if we do that from pureness, so in contact with the hand on the heart, in purity of your heart, in the purity of the source photon in the heart, and we speak our truth, our authentic truth. We don't have to convince anybody or fight anybody or to discuss anything. It's just be what you are. the being that you are as a multidimensional being. Probably we look like our friends on the background at my side, our blue beings. Maybe this is just our human, how do you call it, dress suit, and nothing else. We are not this. They try to keep us low, but we are much more powerful. And there are many, many programs and layers of programs in which they tell us that we are not powerful, but we are. So helping to share these emotions and share these thoughts and feelings in a group, in our tribes, helps us to release them on a softer way. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and tears are beautiful. They are releasers. They help us to get. I mentioned the trees, the water, and the nature, Mother Earth, and tears are also helping to release. Hmm. Well, beautiful. Sorry, I wanted to do this one. Angelique, beautiful to hear. Yeah, and if you in the coming days, when there are moments that you feel in a lower energy, rewatch this and read and figure out which are the codes which are for you, and you repeat them as much as you like. They will go deeper, and you will have benefit from that. And don't forget that Patricia is she's helping us all. She's helping me in the background, but also you with the energies. So it's important to embrace it. We don't have to walk away from it. We don't have to put it away or hide it. It's just if we feel something is in our field, connect to your heart and express, even if it's to the source, express what's happening so light can come in, light can work with it. Sorry, thank you for today. I have to go now. You're welcome. Next week at the same time, you're welcome again. Thank you. Thank you. I was very sad crying from moments ago. Then I turned up and here you are speaking of sadness. I'm not usually sad. Sometimes it's collective sadness. It doesn't need to be collective, but it can be. Sometimes our antennas are a bit more open for a certain frequency, and it just doesn't need to be there specifically for you. But when it's there, like Patricia said, embrace it. So, and the whole idea of whatever the emotion is, even if it's a very joyful emotion, is to embrace it, to feel it, to let it go to your whole system, and then let it go completely out of your system, as good as it goes, every time, again and again. Sometimes you have to repeat like a washing machine, the whole program, repeating, washing, and finally it really lets go. That's the quickest way to get out of these emotions. If you do it in another way, you got stuck by a programming, by a belief system, and you got stuck in something, it takes a longer way. And if you don't work with it, it goes into your body. It's all my belief system. If you don't believe it, it's fine. But in my belief system, it gets into your body and it makes you sometimes ill. You get an injury or other signs that there's a disbalance. So it's the best to let emotions just move. It's like they roll from your shoulder, roll back from your back, from your neck, because those are the places where you can feel them stick. Let me see. So for all your beautiful beings, now I want to give you a beautiful shower of love, softness, tenderness of the source. So close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and we're going to create in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities, beautiful bliss bubble shower. It's 360 degrees, and we're gonna fill this reservoir for the shower with pure love from the source, with pure golden light, pure softness, and openness for all that is. So this will support you in getting in a higher frequency. That's true. All our higher selves do is they direct us here. If your higher self thinks that there are frequencies shared today by me or on the background by Patricia, your higher self knows this and will send you here. And you are saying, I don't have a clue why I'm here. And there is connection on the higher self level bringing you the right information. So trust on that. That's also a nice one to work on trust. In my belief system, everything is perfectly orchestrated as multidimensional beings. Our higher self orchestrates everything beautifully in combination with the source. Everything in all universes is just on the right time, in the right moment, in the right situation, the right appearance. Everything is right every time, again and again and again. Only we got brains in this vehicle, in this suit. And these brains think that they are more important, they're more clever than all these feelings and connections and energy systems we have also. So the brain has taken over the position of what we can feel and understand, our deepest levels, our inner levels. So it takes us away from feeling and tells us that we are what we are looking like. So we have to step out of that. Many ways to do that, and one of the ways is connection with the heart. The second one is what I believe is to activate your light language. I believe that everybody, every human being, every being in the universe is equipped, it's the right word I think, equipped with light language capabilities, because how can we otherwise communicate at certain levels when we are moving downwards or upwards in our existence? So light language is a way to communicate without the filters of the mind. It's the heart communication. Okay, Patricia's telling me I like some codes for our softness, but I think I already did that. So can you please be a bit more specific, Patricia? Because we started earlier with also softness in there. Let me see. Actually, well, thank you that you are here sharing what you feel and be that open. And if we can support you in any way, just we are there. And that's for everybody. So let me see. Trisha's helping me. Softness to be in space. In peace, what is. Yeah, well, let's make some codes on that. So close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and in all time, space, dimensions, and infinity, I'm going to work on the softness and take away all programs which are distracting us away from softness, all programs that will hinder us to be soft, and understand that all what is okay, that we trust. Take away all these implants, programs, not needed anymore. Carol. You're welcome, Ursula. So at the moment I'm reading, Patricia's writing a little bit. Grounded in the now, on daily life, or guilt. I think that's with T, but I'm not sure. Guilt feelings, so we stay more in contact with our heart and make that softer. We can be so tough on ourselves because of our histories, and we are connecting that to it. So it's sometimes it's funny it's really easy to be on this planet as long as you understand that everything what's not in the heart is made to take you out of the heart. So the only thing you have to do is to go back to your heart every time something happens, even if it's family affairs, love affairs, work, even if the whole world collapses in your understanding, just go back into the heart. It's the only place which is really true. So go back into this place. The mind is making tricks with us. The mind is telling you there's an enormous problem. This is happening in the world, and it's everything is crap. The only thing which is valid is what's in the heart. So go back to your heart. It's very easy, unless you let your mind take you over and let your mind speak for yourself. If you connect it with your hand on your heart, you can always filter all the information with your heart. And then you will feel, and the heart will show you, it's your compass, it will show you that the rest out in the outer world is all crap. Or if it still attracts you, it will show you, the heart, that it's the wrong way. You can feel it. This is taking you to the wrong way. Go back into your heart. The more you get into your inner world, and that's why we call our center inner source, to go to the inner world where your source, photon of the source is, there is your real world. This is all a hologram. It's all a fantasy. It's all just a playground to get to all these emotions, until we understand that these emotions are just experiences, and that can be split-second experiences. And when you got all your emotions done, you're ready. You can go. So, and then you go into your next phase. So start being in the trust as well, that everything is perfectly orchestrated. Even if you go through a hard emotion, a tough emotion, it's okay. It always is okay. It's perfect. So let me see. Hi, Denise. And let me see. Trust. So let's work on trust, and I can do that as much as I want every time, again and again, because trust is something which is very futile. It can move away easily. So what I'm going to do is make codes. So put your hand on your heart, close your eyes. Now we'll make codes in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities, focusing on trust, to remember where you come from, the trust where it comes from, to understand that everything is perfectly orchestrated. So you can trust, just lay back, sit back, and trust. And the trust is done deeply in the heart. So paashi upokokos. Hari chikuto ufufudni burun yom chu shum anja chatam tsur anor. She's chichukupoto I super nyamka charnya. Shungata no sunjuro to unkurshi umbutono undon untata. Surikata. Healing for your left eye. Carol, I'm gladly to, in private message, talk about healing of eyes. It's not an easy way because it's things we don't want to see, programs. It's not something I can just do like this. But I'm experienced in that. Um, Interesting to talk about on the side. And meditation, let me repeat for everybody. Patricia is holding meditations with light language and healing. It's very, very, very profound, very deep. And she's doing that in a Dutch version and an English version. Um, the Dutch version is on the 21st of May again at 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's 1100 Amsterdam time. And the UK meditation, healing with light language combination, is on the 7th of May. If you want to join that, and I really, really recommend this. I did it last time 3 times in a row, and it was really, really very, very deep. I recommend it really. So write a note to Patricia Taylor, Patricia VDF Taylor, and she will take you in the group, and we'll get a connection there. And very interesting. So meditations are over there. Patricia, yeah, thank you telling about the events. I organized 2 events because I can easily activate light language for people, not being from the ego mind, but it's I got the codes, I got the instruments to do it. When the other person, when the receiving person is open for it, it's activated. And then often the boundaries, the barriers of the ego start on the receiving person, so that we can change those barriers. It's something I normally do in one-on-one sessions. I take it with me with the session because we're sitting there anyway. So I thought it would be a good idea to organize a light language activation session done by me, source code related, very powerful. And I made it on my timeline. I made a program, so it's like activating general, activating your galaxy language, your regional language, then activating a general combination of general and the regional language. Then we figure out what are the boundaries we feel, work on that, remove those boundaries, and then see if there are boundaries left, and then see if people are starting opening to speak or sing or whatever do with their light language. So if you're interested in that, it's I want to have a low-level entrance fee. It's 20 persons in the maximum. It's 11 euros 11 as a advised suggested donation, and that's one part. And the second part is that I for some people, some of the healing topics are a bit personal. And this is all broadcasted, and so I want to have a little group, 8 persons maximum, healing session. And that's planned on, so the light language is on the 10th, I think it's a Tuesday by my mind, at 1900 Amsterdam time. And sorry, I'm doing it wrong. The 17th of May is the light language activation, 1900 Amsterdam time. And the 10th of May, so a week earlier, I do the little healing group, 8 persons maximum. So then we can go into more different types of things. That's a suggested donation for 33 euros. And we dive into the group problems, the issues, not the problems, issues, and we heal that. And so if you have more, how to say it, in my belief system, physical issues can be really taking some more time to heal. It's everything is healable. You are your own healer. You can do anything. Sometimes you need a little bit push in the back, but you can do it yourself. And there are ways that others can help you. And the mixtures of that. But everything is healable in my belief system. And sometimes it takes a little longer to do that because there are hidden programs. So for ask the question of Carol, with eyesight, vision, it's often that there's something you don't want to see, and that can be from other lives. So we have to first fine tune where we need to be so that we can find the specific item to create codes for so that they can heal you. And then there are multiple layers. So it's interesting. I do one-on-one sessions, so you can always contact me. And the sessions, Patricia and I have taken out the money system, so we still need the money, of course. We do live. We do everything for love donations. So if you think it's necessary for you to have assistance in your healing, do connect to us, and we do it for a love donation. We make a suggested donation amount so that you have a guideline what's a nice normal energy exchange, but you're free to do whatever you want. So that's, let me see. Start, by the way, I see this is a nice word choice. Let's thanks. I will look. I will see. Last week meditation was very powerful, grounding and healing. That's a special thanks for Patricia, and thank you for saying this, Gary. And yeah, I agree. And I know that because I was at that Saturday, we did and Dutch and the UK version, and almost everybody was deeply touched. So it was really interesting. Yeah. Yes, I'm questioning if there's anything I do not want to see. But storm wind has damaged eye, violent wind hit it. Going back to what I said, that everything is perfectly orchestrated. Also, the bad things are perfectly orchestrated. And that's not that they are bad, but they're trying to tell you something. And sometimes, for instance, if I'm not listening to my body and my higher self will try to give me information. So if I'm moving too quick all the time, I'm not listening to the signals of my body and my higher self to slow down, something will happen that I will slow down. And sometimes, if I'm stubborn, something severely will happen so that I will slow down and start rethinking, recalibrating, and refeeling what I did and how it came. So in my belief system, it's not like you earned it or you caused it yourself, but there is communication in whatever is happening. So even if the wind did something to your eyes and storm, if your higher self didn't want it at that moment, if it was not necessary in communication between you and your higher self, it wouldn't happen. So it's very interesting that there's, and sometimes there are really small things, even from other family lines or other lives. It doesn't necessarily need to be your thing, but still you have to figure out what's the cause and effect relationship to start re-establish the old thing or re-heal or remember how it was. So it's sometimes it's a bit complicated. I hope I make myself clear enough for you. Yeah, I hope so. And again, it's all my belief system. If you don't resonate with it, it's fine. Everybody has his own belief system. This is mine. Okay. Oh, sorry, I already said that. I fell on my butt last week. I can laugh now because you're damn painful and nice blue color now. Yeah, and again, it has a purpose. It's communication. Everything is communication. Everything is energy. So it had a purpose. And one of the things is that you could laugh about it. It's beautiful. And but sometimes things happen, and then you can start feeling what was the cause, what was the reason, what's happening. Did I miss something? Did I go too fast? Did my ego take a part of it? So it's interesting to feel. Go inwards. Okay, good. So this is not being cautious that way, yeah. It wasn't mindful that wear protective sunglasses. Yeah, and still, if you feel that something is happening to you, then you can see what caused that, and start communicating with your body again. So, and sunglasses is not your body, so it's something. Of course, if you have a helmet with a mask protective, it wouldn't happen like that. But then the universe, your higher self, would take another route for you. So it's everything in your system, not put on your system. Okay, let me see. I think it was always beautiful healing and right on the money. I'm very grateful. We are grateful that you are here. Again, this is all donation based. If you like to donate, it's in the YouTube films, there's the PayPal link. If you're from Holland, I can give you my bank account. If you feel it's not okay to give money, you can always help us share our information. So if you share it on Facebook or with your friends and say this is interesting and you can help it, you can find help or you can find healing, that's helping us as well, because our mission is to bring as much people in connection to their heart, to their inner source. So I hope that this is helping everybody. Everybody is listening to it. If you can't listen to it directly, don't worry. All the codes are still valid. They're powerful as ever, and they will still stay in the recording as long as the recording exists. If you feel something is resonating with you, be sure that you help yourself by re-listening to it, because re-listening helps the codes to go into deeper layers. So help yourself. If there's anything we touched by talking about it, by mentioning whatever, and it gives you a question, don't hesitate. Ask the question. We are here to help, to ask, to answer questions. Nothing is stupid. Remember, it's not like in school. You can always ask a question, and we give our honest, our pure answer, the purest possible. Yes, thank you for that. And yeah, Patricia, as an example of what I'm saying, and that's we live the way what we talk. So we're doing the things exactly. I'm not telling you how to do it otherwise than what I'm doing myself. And Patricia cut her finger with a very nasty saw. We got the saws that can cut trees easily, and they got those hooks like this, and she put it through her finger, and because she was running. And then later on, we realized that she wasn't connected to her feelings, and you can read it like this, and that's how things work for us. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. So remember, everything Patricia and I am doing this is what we live. This is how we live. This is how we try to help other people. We're setting up an inner source center in Spain. We're doing everything. We put a menu card on it so that you can work. But Patricia's battery is just gone, so so you don't have support from Patricia anymore at the moment. But I hope it was beneficial for everybody. This is what we do. So if you want to connect, if you want to reach out, if you got questions, just come have a look. Prepare yourself for next week, next Friday. Next Friday you can join again and you can send already a question. If they are too complex, I don't want to do it in these sessions, but if it's small things and not the whole world, but your inner world, we can work on that. And Thank you, Tracy. And Tina, yes, thank you very much for being here. And I hope, so help us, give us the sharing, move it around so that everybody can attend, understand what it is, what we do. It's not the money we're going for, it's just the love connection we want to do. We want to do the same, we want you all to have the same as we can have. And it's just abundance, it's understanding that everything is perfect, that you are connected to your heart. The purer you are, the better your life will be on this planet. So I hope you all enjoy this. I hope to see you soon, either in the light language group or in the healing group, or on Friday sessions, or in the meditations, or in just one-to-one interactions, whatever you need, want, or ask for. I'm gonna stop this recording. I'm very, very, very thankful for everybody watching this directly. I'm thankful for everybody who's watching this on replay. I hope you all really benefit this, and we all love you. Bye bye.